Hi guys, I'm gonna do my, New Year, New Me, New Year collab with the other ladies. Like I said, I don't know if my step into tracking vlog will go out first or this one will. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, if I can figure out how to link all the ladies by using my iPhone or my iPad, then I will, by all means, I will do that. But at this point, I don't know how to do that. I'm not very tech savvy, and you have to tell me 100 times. So anyway, I'm going to be breaking it into two things. Okay, so I'll go over my fitness stuff here and just basically kind of an overview of things, and then I'm gonna then put up another vlog of kind of like other things that I want to accomplish within the year video, which also will be, I'll probably say a little bit about fitness too, but then there's other things also that I want to accomplish. So if I look down, it's because I've written it all down. These ones are all my fitness stuff that and I'm using my Get Fit planner is what I'm going to be using, and it's just like the setup that I did before, you know, where you have your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and water and all that. So I'll be doing all of that. But first, the first thing I wanna do before I get into just a kind of a reflection of last year and then what I'd like to do for this upcoming year. I just want to read something to you. And you guys, some of you may have already heard this before, but it's in the front of my planner, and I've looked at it a few times, and I continue, because I started using this a little bit into December, but I just didn't show it or whatever. But it rings true in a way. So, and what it says is, eating well isn't about perfection. Some days you're going to eat too much. Some days you're going to eat too little. And some days you're going to have a piece of cake, simply because the occasion calls for it. And that's okay. There's room for all types of food in a balanced diet. So that's something that we all of us need to think about, no matter what plan we're on, no matter even if were to maintaining, or we're, you know, you're calorie counting and you got it under control, but you're just trying to maintain your life, or you're doing keto, or you're doing, vegetarian, you're vegan, whatever. It doesn't matter, you know? So I just keep reflecting back to that. So before I get into where I want things that I'd like to accomplish this year, last year, I'd have to say, I can't remember exactly when I started the YouTube. I like how I say that. YouTube, I don't remember. I'd have to look back. But my journey actually for weight loss, I kind of, okay, off and on, I mean, growing up, for about, until I hit probably around 18, I was thin in the bottom, very busty, very, very busty, small-waisted, and then I had to have some medical stuff done, and it caused me to gain a whole lot of weight, and the weight just continued to come on more and more and more. Now, when I was pregnant with Benny, I lost weight a little bit, but I was still large. So I went from being like an average, I think at my smallest before I lost this weight before. I think my smallest was, I was like maybe a 10, 12, 8, you know, some 8s depending, you know. And then I had gotten all the way up at one point, up to about a size 22, 24. And after I had Ben, when I had Ben, I was about a 16, 18 or whatever. And then I went up from there because more medical issues had arose. And so I had gotten a lot larger. And that's where I got into the 22, 24s, whatever. So back in 2005 is when I really said, I can't do this anymore. And in 2005, and then it took me about a year to lose about 125 pounds. Okay? And I maintained, for the most part, that off. I mean, I might have put back on maybe, because I thought I was too thin at that point. I got too thin at that point. So I allowed myself to put back on 10, 15 pounds or whatever. Well, I maintained that right up until starting in July of 2012. From 2012 until into 2015, I basically sat in a hospital with my son for the most part, and I had to live off of basically hospital food. At that point is when I picked back up drinking Pepsi, and Pepsi was my vice. For me, Pepsi is like a cigarette to somebody else, and it's a very slippery slope for me. I don't know what it is. Coke, I could pass it by. Any of the other ones I can pass by. It's just something in the Pepsi. So I had gained I started gaining some of my weight back. And then come 2015, when I had lost my son. So between that 2012 to 2015, I had put back on almost 50 pounds. Now, mid the time while I was in there, I attempted supposedly online to do Weight Watchers, but I didn't really follow it. I'd lost here and there, whatever. Then after I lost my son, I had banked and put some of that back on. I did the online for a while, and then, but I really wasn't doing very well. So I started YouTube basically to have an outlet to try to get out of my headspace a little bit about my son and to try to get me back. I found some really great people in this community, and they were very embracing in the beginning. Some of you, well, I'm not saying that right. I felt embraced, and I started to, to do a little better, and it was helping me, and it still helps me. You ladies and some of you gentlemen are really helping me. So, with that said, then I started meetings about 6 months or so ago, and that's when I started losing actually more of my weight. So within this last year, so now we're into within this last year, I have lost, I think altogether, I've lost 25 pounds, 25, 30 pounds, something like that I've lost. And I changed my Weight Watchers goal here not very long ago, because the leader kept saying, don't you think you're there? Don't you think you're there? And I was like, no, I don't think I'm there, because I have my doctor in my ear saying, you need to be X amount of weight. Well, to me, I don't think that that's realistic to get to the weight that they want me to be at. Of course, that's when I felt the best, but the likelihood of that to happen is very slim, and I don't know if I ever want to get that skinny again. So anyway, so as far as my Weight Watchers goal in switching it, I'm about 10 pounds from the ultimate Weight Watchers goal. Okay. And I did that through tracking, trying to do whatever challenge was put out there to me, that I was allowed to be a part of, and talking with some of you ladies and a few of you gentlemen lately, and by writing in my happy planner and putting it in my phone, and then also making videos and going to meetings is making me more accountable. Now, in the beginning, I was thinking that this was, I don't know, like, I know I'm not making much sense, but I wanted this just to be, this is what's going to do, this is going to be my magic bullet, basically, to help me lose this weight. Well, I'm finding now, to reflect on to what I would like to see for this year. I'm going to continue to try to lose my weight and everything, but I'm trying to take a different mindset with this, as this is going to be, I need to use this sort of like a personal diary, sort of. And then along the lines of that, you know, try to help whomever I can help. And I need to get out of the mind space, get out of my mind space that I'm in, that I'm going to try to, that I need to acquire more. I want to acquire more friendships and deeper friendships and meeting new people. And of course, I would love my channel to grow and my subscribers to get higher so that I can reach out, and I want to be a part of more people's lives. But I need to do this for me too. And hopefully people will watch. Hopefully people will stick around. And but ultimately, this has to be for me, and it's taken me a while to get to that point, and I might not always feel that way. So, enough blabbing about that. Now I'll kind of go over some of the things that I would like to accomplish within this year. And this, you know, this is going to be for like fitness, physical fitness wise, mentally, you know, all those things, emotionally, all that kind of stuff is what I'm grouping this under. So, whoops, you're sliding. I got you propped up on a pot with artificial flowers. Okay, so, one of the main things that I would really like to do is I really want to reach that goal, that Weight Watchers goal. And I would like to hit maintenance. And I also would like to hit lifetime at some point. I gotta learn a little more about maintenance, because I didn't know that it was only just you had to stay within two pounds. I thought it was more like you had to stay within like 5 pounds, because ultimately I would like to go at least 5 more pounds underneath what my Weight Watchers goal is. But maybe I'll rechange it, and I'm sorry this keeps moving, But anyway, so those are big things that I'd like to do. I'd like to purge things that I don't need and that don't fit me anymore. That's a big thing. I don't know why I hold on to stuff. I don't know what it is. I know I'm never going to get back up to the size 22, 24 or anything. But I don't know why I mean, I sell stuff at the yard sales, but there's other things I hold on to. You know, and same with like stuff that's going to be way too small. I don't know why. I just need to be done with that. I want to exercise more each week. And Em from FitFam is, she's getting us all started on that with our Step Into Tracking New Year. So that's a good start. I'd like to somehow involve someone to do this with me. To exercise more. I really want someone that can be accountable with me, and that I have a full back and forth with on a constant, you know, timing or whatever, and be able to talk to, because I think that would help my emotional state. I want to drink more water and drink less soda, the diet soda. It's important to me that I want to eat more healthy. And I want to try new foods that I said I didn't like before. I want to try new foods. It's hard because I have to also remember my husband, and I know, yes, he's understanding and everything, but we work within a certain budget, and he likes certain foods, and so I will go without, just so that, you know, he's able to have what he wants or whatever and everything. I want to do some cook with me's, and some new recipes for you guys. I want to get more and more steps above my exercise. I want it to increase. I want it to increase. I want to walk a 5K. I want to walk a 10K. I don't think I'll ever be able to jog, only because of the condition of my deteriorating hips and the deteriorating discs in my back and my knees. But I can walk them. Those are both things that I want to accomplish. I want to get more emotionally, mentally, and physically better. And this goes along with the emotional, mental stuff. I want to come to more peace with Ben's passing. That there is one of the biggest things that I have trouble with. And I need help with that, you know, and I am seeking help for that, some professional help for that. But I think a friend would help better, but the friends that I supposedly have around here, they're in a different time in their life, and they just don't get where I'm at. So I need to seek out some kind of either bereavement group or something, you know. But yeah. So those are kind of like my fitness goals, and I plan on incorporating doing more. I want to get better at maybe some yoga stuff. I got to work out how to do that better. You know, I need to find something to support my wrists better and to cushion my knees. You're slipping again. Why do you keep doing that? You keep slipping. And because when you're down, like on all fours, it's a lot of pressure on my wrists and stuff and on my hands. So I need to figure that out, and some cushion for my knees. But I'll figure that out. So I want to do yoga on a regular basis. I want to get to where I can do that a little bit more. So any of this that I have mentioned, if any of you can help or want to help me or have suggestions or anything like that, I'm welcome to, I would love to welcome any of that. I really enjoy Jessica Smith, her DVDs, her workouts. She has some on YouTube, as well as I have some of her DVDs, and I have some of the Leslie Sandstone DVDs, and I forget who else I have in there. I have some other ones in there too, as well. Now that I've went on and on for 20 minutes or so, but those are all things that I plan on trying to incorporate. I want to be involved with any kind of challenge that I can here on YouTube. I'm going to try to be more consistent with my What I Ate videos, be more consistent with putting things on Instagram, and I'm trying to learn the Snapchat and Twitter a little better. So yeah, but I'll get into some other stuff on my next video or whatever. But so here comes my kitty cat Tiggy. Hopefully he don't stick his face. Yep, there he is. But anyway, so now that I've went on and on for a little while, those are all the things that I want to do, and I hope that I gain more relationships and friends through this, and I hope in the long run I hope that I can increase my subscribers so that I can reach out to them, they can reach out to me. But ultimately I just want to edge out my journey. Okay? So I'll leave it at that. So to the new me in the new year. And like I said, there's a whole bunch of ladies. I think there's like 15 of us that are doing this. If I can figure out how to link from my phone all the different people, then I will. Yeah, and I couldn't find any pictures. I only have one picture from when I was a lot bigger, but I don't know what I did with it. So, yeah. So, I'm going to leave it at that. And for any of you that are doing the step into tracking, yay! Let's do this. Let's support each other. Okay, I'll talk with you all later, guys. Bye-bye. Keep smiling.